Hello, I'm Zaved Chowdhury and I have been a caregiver for close to 3 decades. On behalf of Pallium India, I would like to speak about the suffering that we had to endure without palliative care during the journey of my mother with ovarian cancer. My mother was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer back in 1989-1990. We were living in the small town of Jamshedpur and palliative care was completely unheard of to us. Mummy took very aggressive chemotherapy and because of that she had to suffer a lot of side effects. This tremendous nerve toxicity, so much so that she lost the ability to use her fingers, her hands, and she was unable to write. It was with sheer determination that my mother would do copywriting, and copy recipes out from magazines into books for her children. What was even worse was that she lost control of her lower limbs, so much so that they would just fly. She was unable to lie down for a lot of this part of her 5-year journey with stage 4 ovarian cancer. She would spend most of her time on a sofa chair, propped up with cushions, holding her elbows down onto her thighs so that her legs wouldn't fly up. It was very strange, and there was nothing that we could do to relieve her of this suffering. There was nobody to guide us. There was nothing like Pallium India, nothing like palliative care available to us to tell us how we could help Mummy to be more comfortable. The only thing that I can remember that gave her a little comfort and that she could, and it was at that time that she could lie down when a group of very kind ladies would come and do Reiki for her. And when they would give her Reiki, Mummy would be able to lie down for a few minutes and sometimes even fall asleep. What was even more difficult for us was that later in this journey, from the area between her knees and her ankles, her skin became very taut and fluid would ooze out. At first it was like a trickle and we would dab it with gauze. But slowly it became like a steady stream of fluid that would constantly be flowing. And we had to put towels under her feet and then constantly be wringing out those towels, drying up her legs, and back again in 10 minutes the towels would be soaked again. It was extremely difficult. It was very hard and very, very painful for her. And it was equally painful for us, her caregivers, because we just didn't know how to help her. There was no one who could answer why this was happening to her. The doctors were baffled. There was nobody there who could give us an answer as how we could relieve her of this suffering. My mummy used to be in tremendous pain, but all she took in the way of pain relief were Crocins and Tylenol sent by my sister from America. There was really nothing more in the way of pain medication that we could give her. A very, very dear doctor friend of ours had sent a bottle of morphine tablets for her to use. And on days when she would be in acute pain, we would tell her, "Mum, please take some of these tablets." And she would say, "If I take it now, what will I use later when I am in pain?" All she did, the only way she asked us to relieve her was she would stretch her arm out, and especially to an aunt of mine who would come every day to see her and ask her to gently caress her, which would give my mother some form of comfort. But beyond that, there was no other way in which we could relieve her of her pain and suffering. I really wish that there had been an organization like Pallium India, that there had been a palliative care specialist in the hospital there, or a department of palliative medicine where we could have been, where we could have gone to for support and gone to for answers on how to keep our mother more comfortable. I am truly grateful that today these platforms are available for people to reach out to them, to give those in pain relief, comfort, and a manner in which they can lead their lives without pain. Thank you.